Welcome again to our next tutorial. This tutorial is a bit practical and basically do some few tasks for you to understand the system in details. Again, my name is Mathenge and I'll be taking you through this part. In this tutorial, we are going to look at how to add an office and a store, and what is the difference between an office and a store. An office, for the purpose of this system, holds the item on the last user, and a store holds items that are due for distribution to other places. We'll also add a staff member, and we also add two types of items: an item that appears in singular or an item that can appear in multiples. So let's go through this tutorial together so that we are able to understand this in detail. I will log in using my username here. Note, when I log in here, it will only allow me to add items of a respective county. So to the sidebar, I'll add an office. We start with an office, and I'll add an office called training office. This one is the type of an office. Where is it located? Let's say here. For which county? Only the counties that I'm allowed to interact I'll be able to put. So I'll put Kerisho County, and then the status of the office. If I need to put a description, I can put it there. Then I'll add the store. It is as simple as that, and it will bring me to a landing page whereby I can be able to interact with that office. Then allow me to add also another store, which is now a training store. A training store. This now is a type of a store or a warehouse, let's say in the nearby, but this one should be the location. It's available in my county. Then I'll select active and I will store this. So as part of our tutorial, remember we said we are adding an office and a store, and we're also adding a staff member. So the next thing, we'll add staff members. We'll come to add staff member. I'll add a staff member called my viewer. My is the first name, the surname is viewer. He's a male. Then I'll add all the other details. He belongs to this county called Kerisho, and his office is the training office. Then he's an active member. I'll add all these details and I'll save. So this is my user. The next thing in our training task, we want to add a single item. So in this case, we want to add a printer, for example. So we'll come here, inventory, add item. I'll add I can add a Kyocera printer. Maybe I can put the number there. This item has a serial number 1 2 3 4 5 6. If it has a tag number, how many are they? Let's say 1. It's an item that appears in singularity. Where is it located? I'll now select the offices. So I want this item to appear to be in my training store, so then I can later issue it to an office. So I'll come here. It is of the type printers and copiers. Description, I can say it's a new printer. Active item condition is new. Yes, if the item has components, we can say this one has a paper finder. If the paper feeder has a serial number, the quantity is 1, and also has a document processor, for example 1. If you know the serial number, you can put there. I just put, and then I'll add my item. So it will notify me that that Kyocera printer has been added and has been placed in this office code, the training store. So if I go to training store, I'm able to see some of the items in that store, and this is one of them, and is of the category printers and copiers. If I click on printers and copiers, I'm able to see all other printers in my around region, and I'm able to export even that data to Excel or any other available version. You can copy, or you can even export it to CSV. The next thing I want us to do is I want us to add a new item, and the item we'll be adding is an item that appears in multiple, and maybe you don't have serial numbers. Let's say we want to have what we call 16 GB red flash disks. You don't know the serial number, they have no tag numbers, the quantity, let's say they are 200. In which office are they in? I want them to appear in the training store, and then they belong to the category of memory disks, and then the description is memory disks for that case, memory disks for that case, and then the item codation, we can say they are new, and then no components, and then we add the item. So you'll note this one indicates the total here. So unlike the other one, this one indicates the item here, but the other was 1. So in the next tutorial, we are going to interact with these as when you issue them. We'll see how they move from the training store to the office. So let's go to list of items, all items, and we can see our recent added items. These are 16 GB flash disks and the Kyocera printer. So I want you to take a note of this part here. So we have 200 flash disks that are in the training store. What should happen when we issue this to one of the office? To preempt this one will change to something similar to what we can see here. They are in multiple offices, but here all of them are in those offices, are in the training store. So the next part we want us to go through is how to issue an item. So we'll have clicked on issue item, then I'll click on I want to issue to the user we added, my viewer. For what purpose? Let's say for registration purpose. And then here we have what we have, an autocomplete button here. So I'll select 16 GB flash disks. I'm hoping these 16 GB red flash disks. And then I want to issue my viewer with 50. And then I can also issue him with a printer, Kyocera printer. Kyocera printer that I have just selected here. Have issued him with 1. Any notes? All the items are new. And then I will issue the item. The moment I issue the item, it will list to me the other the particulars about the issued items, and here I'm able to print what we call a receipt, an issuance receipt. automatically it will open my printer here and I'm able to print. But for now, allow me to click on view receipt. We'll be able to see that I issued the person called my viewer here. It was issued by this person for the purpose of registration. The serial number is indicated here. I issued him with 50 of these flash disks. Then you can print this, and the person issuing can sign, and the person receiving can sign this. So allow me to go back now to the status of my viewer, who is my user. So I'll be able to see that this person has been issued with these items at any time, and as of now he has returned none. If I go to this item 16 GB flash disks, I'm able to see that they are now in multiple locations. So issuance summary can be able to see it was issued by this, the quantity was issued is 50 and others. So if I can select here, they are in multiple. Remember initially there were 200, so the ones that remains in the store are 150 and the one that have been issued to the user are 50. So let's see what happens when we go to the store that we call now the training office. The training office, which is here, the item will be able to move from that office, from the training store to the office for that particular case.